Welcome, dear listener. Tonight, we're about to embark on a journey inward, beyond the senses you know: sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. We will explore the hidden human senses, the subtle whispers of your body that guide balance, orientation, hunger, temperature, and even time itself. These are the quiet, often forgotten ways your body communicates with you, shaping your experience of the world without your conscious awareness. As you settle into a comfortable position, let your body soften. Allow your mind to slow, your breath to deepen, and your awareness to turn gently inward. This is a space for curiosity, calm, and discovery. Every sensation you've felt but never noticed, the pull of gravity, the rhythm of your heartbeat, the hidden compass within your cells will unfold softly, like a quiet story told just for you. Before we dive deeper, take a moment to support this channel. If you enjoy this journey into the hidden workings of your body, make sure to like the video, share it with someone who might find calm and wonder in it, and leave a comment about the sense you find most fascinating. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next slow, science-filled adventure. Tonight is not just about science. It's about feeling, experiencing, and connecting with the body you live in. As we move through each hidden sense, notice the subtle ways your body responds, the quiet stories it tells, and the intricate symphony that makes you whole. Together, we will explore these unseen forces, gently opening your awareness and guiding you toward calm, restful sleep. Now, let's begin. You think of sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell as the whole of sensing. But your body whispers through many other languages. Balance, temperature, hunger, and time tick quietly within you. Tonight, you begin to listen to the forgotten senses. Close your eyes for a moment. The world does not disappear, not fully. Even with darkness wrapped around you, you feel where you are. Your body is not lost, not erased, not undone. It knows, it remembers. It senses that most of your life, you are taught about 5 gates of perception: sight, sound, touch, taste, smell. The famous 5 that sit at the front of the stage. They are bright, dramatic, and easy to notice. Like spotlights in a theater, they dazzle and dominate. But behind the curtain, quieter actors perform. They do not shout, yet they guide the story of your life. They whisper balance into your steps. They thread hunger into your choices. They measure heat, cold, and even the steady tick of passing time. Hidden senses, often unnamed, yet always present. You are not just a creature of 5 doors. You are a cathedral of many windows. And tonight, as you drift toward sleep, you walk through the hidden corridors of perception. Think of sight first, the sense you trust most. It paints color, shape, and distance. Light enters your eyes, striking your retina. Waves of energy become a picture your brain arranges into meaning. You know a face, a tree, a star. You know where to step and what to reach for. Sound comes next. Vibrations move through air, into your ear canal, across the delicate drum. Tiny bones amplify, fluids ripple, hair cells bend. And in your mind, a bird sings, a voice calls, music sways. Touch, taste, and smell join in. Skin feels texture and pressure. The tongue gathers signals of sweetness, salt, or bitterness. Air carries molecules that settle in the nose, sparking. Memory. These 5 work together like a familiar orchestra. Yet something inside you knows they are not enough. If you had only these 5, you would be unmoored. Imagine standing with eyes closed, ears muffled, nose blocked, tongue silenced, skin numbed. Still, you know where your arms are. Still, you feel your head tilt. Still, you sense warmth, or the tug of the earth holding you down. What you feel in those moments are the hidden senses. Proprioception, the awareness of where your body rests. Vestibular balance, the way your inner ear keeps you upright. Thermoreception, your ability to read warmth and cold. Interoception, the language of hunger, thirst, heartbeat, breath. Chronoception, the rhythm of time alive in your cells. And perhaps even magnetoreception, the whisper of Earth's magnetic field. Science has long loved the neatness of 5. It is easy to remember. It is ancient, rooted in Aristotle's writings, carried across centuries. But your nervous system is not limited to 5 neat compartments. It is a forest of pathways, an ocean of signals, a field of whispers. Are not simply seeing or hearing. You are sensing yourself. Awareness is layered, looping, infinite. Take proprioception. Close your eyes, raise your hand above your head. Even without looking, you know where it rests. Your muscles, joints, and tendons contain receptors that signal, stretch, and position. They send a constant stream of updates to your brain. Your arm is here, your leg is bent, your head is turned. Without this hidden map, you would stumble in darkness. You would not belong to your body, or think of balance. Inside your inner ear is a tiny, liquid-filled labyrinth. Little crystals float within it, like grains of sand in water. When you tilt or turn, they shift. The movement bends delicate hair cells, sending signals to your brain. It is quiet, constant, invisible. Without it, walking would feel like drifting. On a stormy sea, temperature too is its own voice. Receptors in your skin sense warmth and coolness, alerting you before harm arrives. Fire feels different from ice, not only through touch, but through specialized nerves tuned to thermal change. They let you know when comfort warms you, or when danger burns too close. Then hunger, the deep interior sense. Your stomach stretches, your blood sugar drops, your hormones flow. Signals rise to your brain, painting the sensation we call appetite. Fullness arrives not through taste or touch, but through this silent conversation between gut and brain. It is a compass steering, your survival dot, and time, the most mysterious of them all. Even in a dark cave with no clocks, no sunrise, your body keeps rhythm. Each cell contains molecular machinery that ticks with the day. Circadian rhythms, the cycles of sleep and wake, hunger and repair. You do not simply live in time. You carry time inside you. The hidden senses are not exotic extras. They are as constant as breath. Without them, the world would be chaotic, fragmented. They knit experience together. They let you rise, reach, eat, rest. They hold you upright as you walk across a room. They tell you when to sleep, when to wake. They remind you where your body ends and the air begins, and yet you rarely notice them. They work in the background, uncelebrated. They are the stagehands, the scaffolding, the gravity that holds the play together. You live within their quiet gift every moment of every day. Now imagine this. You are standing in a forest at dusk. The light fades, sight weakens, the air is still, sound softens. You cannot smell much, cannot taste much, cannot even feel much texture around you, and yet you remain steady. You know which way is up. You know where your feet press into earth. You feel the cool air on your skin. Your stomach murmurs its hunger. Time flows forward in your cells. The hidden senses keep you connected to the world. Even in silence, even in shadow, they hold you. As you listen now, your own hidden senses are at work. You feel the weight of your body against the bed or chair. You sense the temperature of the room. You notice hunger or fullness, thirst or comfort. Your inner clock gently measures the late hour, preparing you for rest. All of this happens without effort, without thought. It is the quiet background of your being. Science is still uncovering just how many senses there are. Some argue for more than 20. Pain, pressure, itch, the stretch of lungs, the pulse of carbon dioxide in your blood. Each one is a thread in the tapestry of perception. Together, they make the fabric of your life. As you sink deeper into calm, let yourself feel awe for this design. Your nervous system is a library of secret languages. Each sense is a book, whispering truths. Sight may dazzle, sound may inspire, taste may delight, but without the hidden senses, the story could not be told. Your body is not silent. It is a chorus. And in this chorus, every note matters. So tonight, as you drift towards sleep, remember this. You have more than 5 senses. You are balanced, position, heat, hunger, time, and more. You are a symphony of perception. You are an orchestra conducted by the quiet intelligence of your body. Close your eyes again. Notice the pull of the bed beneath you. Notice the rhythm of your breath. Notice the way your body knows itself, even without sight or sound. These are your hidden guides. They are always with you, always steadying you, always reminding you of your place in the world. And as you rest in their embrace, you begin to wonder, if balance lives so quietly inside your ear, what secrets does it hold? And what would happen if you listened even more closely? Deep inside your inner ear, tiny crystals drift in fluid. They guide your steps, keep you upright, and steady your gaze. You float gently with them, learning how balance cradles you in motion. This secret sense is always at work, even as you lie still. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself standing in a quiet room. The floor beneath your feet is solid, steady. Your body feels anchored, yet even here, still as you are, there is motion. A subtle tug, a gentle sway, a heartbeat that nudges your sense of up and down. Balance is not just the act of standing. It is the quiet understanding that you exist in space, that your body belongs to itself, that gravity, invisible and constant, tugs at you without pause. It is a sense you rarely notice until it falters, or until you close your eyes and realize the world has not vanished. You are still upright, still guided by something unseen. Deep inside your inner ear, a labyrinth of tiny canals curves like delicate tunnels. Within each canal, a clear fluid drifts, and floating in that fluid are minuscule crystals called otoliths, each no larger than a grain of sand. They respond to the tilt of your head, the rise of your chest, the shift of your weight. As you move, they slide, they push, they press gently against hair-like cells, sending signals along nerves to your brain. It is as if your inner ear is whispering constantly, "This way is up. Lean here, step there, turn just so." You may have walked, run, or danced without ever thinking of these tiny crystals. And yet, they carry the choreography of your life. Every step you take, every shift of posture, every glance you make, it all depends on them. Imagine yourself walking along a shore. The sand shifts beneath your feet, and the waves lap unpredictably. Your body rocks with the uneven ground, yet you remain upright. This is balance in action. The inner ear, the eyes, the muscles, the joints, all in dialogue. Your brain acts as conductor, orchestrating the subtle symphony of signals that keep you steady. Balance is also a story of adaptation. Think of astronauts floating in orbit, untethered from Earth's pull. At first, they tumble, drift, and sway. In confusion, the inner ear's canals rely on gravity to know up from down. In its absence, orientation is challenged, and every movement becomes an experiment. Yet gradually, the brain learns, recalibrates, and the body floats gracefully in microgravity. Balance is not static. It is living, learning, listening. Even as you lie still in bed, your hidden sense of balance continues its quiet work. Your inner ear monitors your posture, your head's angle, the subtle pressure of your body against the mattress. Every nerve, every fluid shift, every hair cell continues to whisper, "You are here. You are held." You do not need to move for this sense to exist. It is an ever-present sentinel, ensuring that should you rise or stretch, your body will. Know exactly how to adjust. Balance is intimately tied to vision too. The eyes and the inner ear work in tandem, a duet of spatial awareness. When you look out over a calm lake or a starry sky, your eyes send cues about the horizon, about distance and depth. Your inner ear responds, confirming or correcting, adjusting your posture without conscious thought. Close your eyes and balance becomes slightly more mysterious. Your other senses must step forward to guide you. The conversation between your ears, eyes, and muscles is subtle, almost invisible, yet utterly essential. Your muscles themselves are participants in this dialogue. Tiny fibers in your legs, back, and core contract and relax in response to signals from your inner ear. They act as counterweights, subtle stabilizers, keeping your body aligned. Even in sleep, they maintain micro-adjustments. Perhaps you roll slightly onto one side, the muscles shifting in coordination with your inner ear, responding to the pull of gravity. Your body never truly rests from this quiet, constant vigilance. Consider the sense of balance as a form of awareness you carry within yourself. It is not only physical, it is emotional, even psychological. When you are anxious, unsteady, or fearful, you may notice a wobble, a hesitation. Your inner ear and nervous system amplify the tension. When you are calm, balanced, centered, the world feels gentle, the room steady, the floor familiar. Balance is therefore a mirror, reflecting the state of your body and mind simultaneously. The more you pay attention, the more you notice. Sit or lie quietly and feel the gentle pull of your head toward the pillow, the subtle give of your shoulders into the mattress. Notice how your body naturally finds equilibrium without conscious effort. This is your silent sense in action, always listening, always guiding. Balance is also a storyteller of motion through time. Walk slowly through a forest, a trail, or even a quiet hallway. Notice how your body anticipates the next step, shifts weight, adjusts muscles, senses the pull of gravity before your foot even lands. Every step is a dialogue. Inner ear, eyes, joints, muscles, brain, predicting, correcting, harmonizing. It is rhythm, it is intuition, it is trust in your own body's intelligence. Even the tiniest movements, a nod of the head, a blink, a tilt of the chin, are coordinated through this unseen sense. Your body remembers patterns, predicts outcomes, and adjusts continuously. It is a living map of orientation, invisible but undeniable. Balance is also connected to joy and play. Think of a child learning to walk, wobbling, falling, rising again. Every misstep is a lesson in the dialogue between inner ear, vision, and muscles. Every recovery is proof of the system's resilience, of the way the body learns and adapts. Even as adults, balance carries memory, the grace of a dance, the ease of riding a bike, the subtle poise of standing on tiptoe. There is also beauty in stillness. When you lie on your back, feet flat on the bed, hands resting on your torso, you can sense subtle sways, the gentle rocking of your body responding to gravity. Even without moving, your inner ear, brain, and muscles are alive with quiet adjustments. Balance is never absent. It is a constant, unseen companion, the hidden architect of stability. Your hidden sense of balance is intimately connected to your sense of self. It tells you where your body ends and the world begins. It anchors you in the present, the here and now. It reminds you that you exist in space, in motion, in harmony with unseen forces. You are both grounded and free, steady and flowing, carried by invisible currents within and around you. Now, as your body rests and your mind drifts gently towards sleep, Consider this. Balance is not only about standing or moving. It is about listening, feeling, sensing your body as a whole. It is about trust in your own form, faith in your internal compass, and awareness of the subtle forces that guide you every moment. And as you lie quietly, poised between waking and dreaming, you might wonder, if the inner ear holds such silent wisdom, how much more might the rest of your hidden senses be teaching you, if you only slow down enough to notice? Your muscles and joints hum with a quiet awareness. This is proprioception, the map of your body in space. Even in darkness, you know where your hand rests, where your legs extend. It is the hidden anchor that lets you belong to yourself. Close your eyes and feel the subtle press of your body against the surface beneath you. The mattress supports your weight, gently molding to your form. Your legs, arms, torso, and head each rest in a balance of tension and release. Even as stillness envelopes you, there is a quiet music in your muscles, a silent hum in your joints, a gentle awareness that whispers, "You are here. You exist." This is proprioception. It is the hidden sense that tells you where your body is in space, even without sight. It is the reason you can touch your nose with your eyes closed, stretch an arm to reach a glass of water, or step without looking at each foot. Your muscles, tendons, and joints contain specialized sensors, tiny receptors that sense stretch, tension, and position. They speak in a language your brain has always understood, a language you rarely notice, yet it carries you through every action. Imagine moving through a dark room. You cannot rely on vision. You cannot hear much. The world is a haze of shadows and echoes. Yet your hand finds the edge of a table. Your foot avoids the chair leg. Your body flows naturally from one step to the next. This is proprioception at work, guiding, correcting, then anchoring. Every joint contains minute sensors, called Magnetoreceptors, that detect pressure and movement. Muscles hold spindle fibers that measure stretch, while tendons house Golgi organs that monitor tension. All of these whispers travel through nerves to your brain, weaving a continuous map of your body in motion. Your awareness of self is not only in your mind, but distributed through this delicate network. Your body is a living, sensing map, always updating, always aware. Close your eyes further and imagine your arm extending above your head. Without opening your eyes, you sense its weight, its angle, the subtle pull of gravity. Even the slightest rotation of the wrist, the tiniest bend of a finger, is recorded and interpreted. This hidden awareness allows you to interact with the world seamlessly, without conscious calculation. Now, consider your legs. Even lying down, your thighs press lightly against the mattress, your calves curl gently, your feet rest in soft contact with the sheets. Proprioception registers each contact, each micro-adjustment, each subtle movement. It is why you feel grounded even in sleep. Your body knows itself, even when your mind drifts toward dreams. Balance and proprioception are intimately connected. Your inner ear informs you of tilt and motion. Your muscles and joints tell you how your limbs relate to each other. Together, they create a continuous sense of equilibrium. Walking on sand, navigating a narrow path, or simply standing upright, these are all orchestrated quietly, flawlessly, without conscious effort. Proprioception is also a storyteller of past movements. Your body remembers repetition. The dance you performed last night, the stretch you practiced this morning, the simple act of walking to the kitchen. Each motion leaves a memory in muscles, joints, and nerves. This is muscle memory, the brain's way of recording repeated proprioceptive patterns. It allows you to move efficiently, elegantly, even instinctively. Imagine a tightrope walker high above the ground. Every subtle sway, every micro shift of weight is felt in muscles and joints. Without sight, without conscious thought, the performer senses the line beneath, adjusts, and balances. You, too, are a tightrope walker in small ways, every moment. Each step, each shift of posture, every gesture relies on proprioceptive guidance. Even small, still movements are informed by this sense. When you roll onto your side in bed, your body recalibrates. Your shoulders, hips, and knees communicate with the brain. Your spine curves gently to accommodate the new angle. Proprioception ensures that you remain comfortable, supported, and aligned. It is a silent caretaker, always vigilant, always precise. Consider now the subtle symphony within your hands. When you lift a cup, your fingers wrap gently around it. You feel the weight, the texture, the shape, all without needing to look. Your muscles contract with exact precision. The tendons relay signals that allow your hand to maintain a firm but gentle grip. The coordination is extraordinary, yet so natural, so effortless, that you rarely notice. This sense is not merely mechanical. It is deeply tied to perception and awareness. When you stretch your body in the morning, you feel the lengthening of muscles and the shifting of joints. Your mind interprets these sensations as calm, readiness, and vitality. When you hunch over a desk or slump in a chair, your body signals tension, discomfort, imbalance. Proprioception provides constant feedback. Conversation between body and mind. Even the smallest bones, like those in your fingers, are part of this sensing system. Each tiny joint reports pressure, position, and motion. Your entire skeleton, anchored by muscles and tendons, becomes a living instrument, playing subtle notes of orientation and coordination. Without this feedback, even the simplest tasks would feel disconnected, cumbersome, uncertain. Proprioception is also a teacher. Children learning to crawl, walk, or run rely on this sense to build confidence and coordination. Every wobble, every tumble, every recovery instructs the nervous system on how to map the body. The sense grows stronger with practice, experience, and attention. Even in adulthood, subtle exercises, stretching, and mindful movement refine it. Further, your body communicates with you constantly through this sense. Notice the slight shift in your weight as you adjust your posture. Feel the tension release in your muscles as you exhale. Observe the way your hands find each other, or your feet stretch naturally. Proprioception is a quiet symphony, each instrument, playing continuously, guiding every action, every motion, every breath. Even when you are still, the system is alive. Your spine senses alignment. Your hips gauge angles. Your shoulders, elbows, and wrists register micro-adjustments. Your head floats on the neck, balanced in constant subtle motion. Your body is awake in ways your conscious mind rarely observes. In some ways, proprioception is a form of self-awareness that exists entirely in the body. It is the knowledge that you inhabit space, that you have weight, presence, and form. It is the sense that tells you, without words, without thinking, this is where you are. This is who you are. It is grounding, centering, and utterly intimate. Now, as your mind drifts closer to the edge of sleep, allow yourself to notice these sensations. Feel your body's boundaries. Sense the contact points between you and the bed. Notice the gentle stretch of your muscles, the curve of your spine, the weight of your limbs. Feel the quiet hum of awareness, the invisible map that lets you move, rest, and exist safely. Proprioception is a companion you always carry. It holds you upright, helps you navigate, and gives you the courage to move, to stretch, to explore. It is a whispering guide, a hidden anchor, a constant reminder that you belong to yourself. And as you rest in this gentle awareness, your mind may begin to wonder. If this sense of your own body is so intricate and precise, how much more does your internal world, the sensations of hunger, thirst, heartbeat, and internal rhythm, hold in its quiet, hidden map waiting to be noticed and understood. Skin is more than a boundary. It is a storyteller of temperature. Warmth wraps you like a blanket. Coolness sharpens your awareness. Through thermoreception, your body learns the language of the air. Each shift reminds you of your fragile harmony. With the world, close your eyes for a moment and notice your skin. Feel the gentle pressure of the air brushing against it, the subtle warmth of the room, the way the mattress or chair supports your body. Your skin is more than a surface. It is an instrument, a storyteller, a bridge between your inner world and the external one. It speaks in heat and cold, in tingle and pressure, in the quiet sensations that often go unnoticed. Thermoreception is the hidden sense that allows you to feel temperature. Specialized nerve endings in your skin, called thermoreceptors, detect even the slightest shifts in warmth or coolness. They send whispers of information to your brain, creating a vivid map of the world around you and the subtle changes within you. Through them, your body interprets the environment, not just visually or audibly, but physically, intimately, personally. Warmth and cold are more than sensations. They are messages. A sunbeam brushing against your arm tells you that the day is bright. A cool draft on your cheek signals the quiet presence of evening air. These shifts communicate constantly, and your body responds with grace, adjusting, balancing, and protecting itself. Imagine stepping barefoot onto a stone path. Coolness beneath your feet rises into your legs. Your body notices immediately, your muscles tensing subtly, your mind aware of each sensation. You lift one foot, then the other, adjusting with each step. Even without thought, your skin and nerves are guiding, alerting, translating the world into movement. Warmth can soothe. When your hands are cold and you cup them together, you feel relief as heat returns. It is the body's quiet comfort, a gentle signal that energy flows, that life persists. Coolness can awaken. A sudden breeze draws your attention, sharpens your awareness, makes you feel alive in the present moment. Each fluctuation is a dialogue, a constant exchange between environment and experience. Your body also protects itself through this sense. Thermoreceptors warn you of danger. Heat that threatens to burn triggers withdrawal before damage occurs. A cold that risks frostbite triggers contraction and shivering, guiding blood flow to preserve warmth. These are not conscious choices. They are instinctual responses embedded in your nervous system, quietly safeguarding your well-being. Feel now the warmth of your own breath on your skin. It moves across your face, soft and rhythmic. Your body responds subtly. Tiny muscles in the skin contract or relax. Blood vessels dilate or constrict. Your brain records these cues without your effort. Even in stillness, your sense of temperature continues its delicate work, creating a tapestry of sensation that grounds you in the here and now. Thermoreception is deeply intertwined with emotion. Have you ever felt comfort in a warm bath, a hot drink, or sunlight on your skin? These moments soothe, calm, and relax because warmth signals safety and security. Conversely, cold can heighten awareness, provoke alertness, and stir curiosity or caution. Temperature shapes your experience of the world as much as sight or sound, yet it often operates quietly in the background. Your skin is also a chronicle of touch and motion. Every brush of fabric, every shift of posture, every movement through space registers tiny changes in temperature. A hand resting on your arm may be warmer than the surrounding air. A draft on the window can prick at the skin's awareness. Thermoreception captures these subtleties, painting a continuous portrait of your interaction with the world. Consider the transition from day to night. The warmth of sunlight fades and cooler air slips across your skin. Your body detects the change before your mind notices. Thermoreceptors relay the information. Muscles may contract, blood flow may adjust, subtle shivers may arise. Even before you reach for a blanket, your body knows it is evening, that a transition has occurred. It is an early guide into rest, into the quiet rhythm of sleep. Temperature also connects you to other senses. The warmth of a loved one's hand is not just touch. It carries comfort, presence, and reassurance. The coolness of water across your skin is not merely sensation. It is rhythm, awareness, and gentle awakening. These signals combine with your sense of balance, proprioception, and interoception to create a full, intricate experience of being. Alive. Think of animals in nature, moving through environments of extreme temperature. They rely on thermoreception for survival. Reptiles bask in the sun to raise body heat. Mammals shiver to generate warmth. Even humans have evolved to interpret subtle temperature shifts for comfort, safety, and efficiency. Your sense of temperature is a lineage of adaptation, a whisper of the ancient dialogue between organism and environment. Now, shift your attention inward. Thermoreception does not only respond to the outside world, it listens to the body itself. Blood flow, metabolism, digestion, and activity all influence skin temperature. A flushed cheek or a cool fingertip is the skin communicating the state of the body, painting your internal condition across its surface. You are a living thermometer, calibrated over millennia to navigate the world, respond to threats, and seek comfort. Notice the weight of a blanket on your body. Feel the warmth it provides, the gentle pressure it adds. These sensations soothe the nervous system, signal rest, and prepare you for sleep. Even the tiniest difference in temperature can affect your sense of comfort, your state of mind, your readiness to drift into dreams. Thermoreception is subtle, omnipresent, and intimately tied to your rhythm of rest. Temperature also interacts with memory. A warm bath may evoke childhood recollections of cozy mornings. A cool evening breeze may awaken nostalgia for late summer nights. These experiences are not just emotional. They are sensory, grounded in the intricate wiring of thermoreceptors and neural pathways that link feeling, perception, and thought. As you breathe, notice the small fluctuations in skin warmth with each inhale and exhale. Feel the slight heat of your lips, the subtle cooling of your cheeks, the gentle expansion of your chest. Thermoreception captures these nuances, providing a constant map of your body's relationship with the environment and with itself. Your sense of heat and cold is also a guide to energy and safety. It influences movement, posture, and behavior. It reminds you when to seek warmth or shade, when to linger in comfort, when to adjust your clothing or surroundings. Even in sleep, these signals persist, adjusting subconsciously, keeping you in balance with the external world. Imagine a quiet evening, the room dim, the air cool but gentle. Your skin feels the subtle differences in texture, temperature, and airflow. Your body responds, shifting slightly, contracting or relaxing, aligning to the changes. You are aware without effort, present without thinking. This is thermoreception in its pure, elegant function, guiding, alerting, comforting, awakening. Temperature is also a teacher of mindfulness. When you pay attention to the warmth of sunlight on your arm or the coolness of a breeze on your cheek, you anchor yourself to the present. Each sensation is a gentle invitation to notice, to feel, to rest in awareness. Through these quiet cues, your body and mind synchronize, preparing you for calm, for sleep, for gentle reflection. And as you lie still, notice the interplay with your other senses. Balance, touch, proprioception, they all rely on temperature. Cues to refine motion and perception. Your body is an orchestra, and thermoreception is one of the quieter, essential instruments, shaping experience without fanfare, guiding awareness without demand. Now, as the warmth and coolness mingle across your skin, allowing a soft rhythm of sensation, let your mind drift toward the edges of awareness. Feel your muscles relax, your joints settle, your body preparing for rest. Thermoreception is a quiet companion, cradling you in subtle guidance, linking internal state and external world. And as you notice the gentle shifts of temperature, the warmth of your body, the coolness of the room, you might wonder if these subtle signals can guide comfort, alertness, and rest. What other hidden conversations are happening inside you, within hunger, thirst, and the steady rhythm of your own heartbeat? Pain is not only suffering, but warning and wisdom. It calls your attention to where care is needed. In its sharpness or dull, ache lies the story of survival. To listen to pain is to hear your body's deepest plea. Close your eyes and draw your attention inward. Feel the quiet of your body, the rhythm of your breath, the subtle hum of life coursing through each cell. And notice, if only for a moment, the presence of pain. It may be sharp, like a sudden prick of awareness. It may be dull, a persistent thrum beneath the surface. It may be distant, a memory lingering in the corners of your awareness. Pain is not merely an enemy to escape or a discomfort to endure. It is a messenger. It speaks in the language of the body, translating danger, injury, and imbalance into sensation. Your nervous system is the medium, carrying signals from skin, muscles, joints, and organs to the brain. And in this dialogue, your body tells you what needs attention, what needs care, what demands presence. Think first of acute pain, the sudden flare when you touch a hot surface or stub a toe. The signal travels quickly along specialized nerve fibers, bypassing slow processing to reach your brain in milliseconds. It is immediate, urgent, unavoidable. In that instant, your body communicates with precision. Withdraw, protect, avoid, harm. Pain in this form is survival, encoded in sensation, a finely tuned alert system honed by evolution over millennia. Now imagine chronic pain, lingering, subtle, persistent. It may not signal immediate danger, yet it still demands awareness. It teaches patience, resilience, and attentiveness. Even when dulled or persistent, pain carries information about tissues, muscles, and organs. It reminds you to pause, to adapt, to respect your body's limitations. In every ache, there is a story, and in every throb, a call to mindfulness. Pain is intimately connected to other hidden senses. Proprioception, your awareness of position, is sharpened by discomfort, guiding movement away from strain. Thermoreception, a sense of heat and cold, can be heightened where tissue is inflamed or stressed. Together, these senses form a network of self-awareness, helping you navigate safely through your world. Consider the physiology for a moment. Nociceptors are specialized receptors that detect tissue damage or potential harm. They respond to mechanical pressure, extreme temperature, or chemical changes in cells. Signals travel along sensory neurons, reaching the spinal cord, which can sometimes respond before the brain even registers the sensation. It is a fast, automatic protective system, a reminder that your body watches over itself ceaselessly. Pain is not only physical, it has an emotional and psychological layer. A dull ache may bring a gentle caution, a subtle reminder to slow down. A sharp pang may provoke fear, awareness, and immediate action. Your brain interprets these signals, blending memory, context, and perception to create a full experience. It is a deeply personal dialogue, and no two experiences of pain are exactly alike. Notice now the small signals your body offers, even when you are at rest. Perhaps a stiffness in your neck, a faint tension in your back, or a throbbing fingertip. These whispers guide you toward care. A stretch, a shift, a breath, a pause. Pain is not a punishment. It is attention, communication, and intimate language of the body, Imagine standing barefoot on uneven ground. A sharp pebble presses against your foot. Immediately, you withdraw, adjust your weight, or lift your foot. This is pain in action, precise, protective, immediate. It prevents injury, keeps you alert, and teaches your body to move wisely. Now, shift to the slow ache after a long day of standing or walking. It is subtler, quieter, yet insistent. Your muscles, joints, and ligaments signal fatigue. Thermoreceptors may detect warmth from overuse. Proprioceptors note shifts in balance, and nociceptors communicate the need for rest. Even without dramatics, pain guides you, nurturing awareness, encouraging care. Pain also connects deeply with memory and learning. Think of the first time you touched a flame, the sharp surprise, the withdrawal, the lingering sting. Your nervous system encoded that moment as a lesson, forming pathways that guide future action. Pain, in this way, is a teacher, a guardian, a storyteller of survival. Your perception of pain is influenced by attention, emotion, and context. A sudden discomfort during exercise may feel different from the same sensation in an anxious or stressful situation. Your mind shapes the experience, blending body and thought into a cohesive signal. This intertwining reminds you that perception is holistic, and pain is as much about awareness as it is about tissue damage. Even in sleep, pain has a presence. It can subtly influence your position, your breath, your micro-adjustments in posture. Your nervous system continues to monitor, to adjust, to guide you toward comfort and safety. Pain, in this quiet form, becomes an invisible guardian, a soft whisper in the rhythm of rest. Consider the paradox. Pain can both restrict and liberate. Acute pain compels caution, preventing injury. Chronic or persistent pain invites reflection, patience, and mindfulness. Through these sensations, you learn boundaries, limits, and capacities. You discover the dialogue between desire and ability, between effort and rest, between curiosity and preservation. Imagine the sensation of a headache, dull and pressing behind your eyes. It may prompt pause, hydration, or rest. The body speaks, and you respond. In listening, you cultivate a relationship with yourself, a gentle respect for the rhythms and vulnerabilities within. Pain is also a teacher of empathy. When you recognize discomfort within your own body, you begin to understand the experience of others. It fosters awareness, care, and compassion. In this way, pain is not only a guide to your own survival, but a bridge connecting you to the shared experience of being alive. Notice the flow of interoception alongside pain. Hunger, thirst, heartbeat, breathing, all these internal signals interact with pain. They create a rich tapestry of bodily awareness, an ongoing conversation that informs, guides, and nurtures. Pain is a thread in this tapestry, a signal among many, yet essential for maintaining balance. And well-being. Now, draw your attention to a minor discomfort. Perhaps a subtle tension in your shoulder, a stiffness in your neck, a throbbing fingertip. Feel it without resistance, without judgment. Notice the message it carries. Your body is not criticizing you. It is communicating, gently inviting care. Attention and awareness. Pain is a form of presence. It anchors you in your own body, reminding you that you inhabit a physical form with limits, needs, and sensitivities. It fosters mindfulness, attunement, and appreciation for the delicate mechanisms that sustain life. Through pain, you learn resilience, patience, and the wisdom of listening. Even the most subtle sensations are meaningful. A twinge, a pressure, a dull ache. These are signals that shape your choices, your movement, your awareness. Pain is never trivial. It is a teacher, a sentinel, a guide. By attending to it, you honor the intimate intelligence of your own body. And as you rest now, With awareness of these hidden messages, notice how your breathing deepens, how muscles relax, how attention softens. Pain is present, yet it is not an enemy. It is a companion, a conversation, a subtle reminder of your own fragility and strength. Through this gentle listening, you prepare for deeper awareness of other hidden senses, of signals carried inward from hunger, thirst, heartbeat, and rhythm. And as the quiet hum of your body continues, you may begin to wonder, if pain carries such wisdom, what other silent guides, hunger, thirst, rhythm, and heartbeat, are quietly shaping your experience of the world, if only you pause long enough to feel them. Your stomach and brain converse in a silent dialogue. Hormones whisper when energy is low, when fullness arrives. This sense guides your search for nourishment, for comfort, for life. It is hunger and satiety, a rhythm older than memory, close. Your eyes settle into the gentle rhythm of your breath. Feel the soft rise and fall of your chest, the subtle stretch of your diaphragm. Now draw your awareness inward, toward the quiet conversation happening deep within your body. Your stomach, small intestine, liver, and pancreas are not silent. They are speaking. They send signals, subtle yet persistent, that your brain listens to in a dialogue older than language itself. This is the hidden sense of hunger and satiety, a form of interoception that guides your relationship with nourishment. It is neither urgent nor dramatic most of the time, yet it shapes your every decision about eating, moving, and resting. When your energy dips, when glycogen stores run low, when the stomach is empty, hormones like ghrelin rise, nudging your awareness, whispering, "It is time." When you have eaten, when nutrients have entered the bloodstream, other hormones, leptin, peptide Y signal contentment, signaling enough, rest, digest. Imagine a quiet morning before you. Rise from bed. Perhaps your stomach rumbles faintly, a gentle reminder of need. You may not be aware of the intricate chemistry unfolding. Ghrelin molecules traveling through the bloodstream, stimulating receptors in the hypothalamus, modulating appetite, mood, and energy. Yet you feel the echo, a nudge, a pull, a whisper, in your body. It is subtle, poetic, a signal older than words, guiding survival. Your body's sense of hunger is not merely mechanical. It is deeply intertwined with emotion, memory, and anticipation. The smell of bread baking in the morning, the warmth of a cup of tea, the thought of a favorite meal, all awaken neurons in your brain that connect physical need to psychological desire. Hunger is therefore both a bodily rhythm and a narrative, an experience that blends cells and memory, chemistry and imagination. Even the timing of your meals follows an innate rhythm. The circadian clock within your brain anticipates energy needs, regulating hormone levels to prime digestion and appetite. Your stomach empties in waves, moving contents along the digestive tract, sending signals to the brain to encourage intake or signal fullness. These pulses, quiet yet persistent, are like waves lapping at the shoreline of awareness, guiding your attention, shaping your choices. Notice now the feeling of satiety after a meal. Perhaps your hands rest on your abdomen, feeling the subtle expansion of the stomach, the gentle warmth of blood flowing through the digestive organs. Hormones signal to your brain that energy has arrived, that nutrients circulate through cells, that the need has been met. Your body relaxes, muscles soften, the mind feels content, and the body settles into a gentle rhythm of digestion. This is interoception at work, a hidden guide, a form of bodily awareness you rarely notice until you listen carefully. Hunger and satiety also interact with other senses. The sight, smell, and taste of food amplify signals from the stomach and gut. When food is appealing, ghrelin levels may rise faster. When food is unappetizing, signals of hunger may remain subdued. Your body is therefore not a passive recipient of energy. It is an active participant in the experience of nourishment. It evaluates, anticipates, and responds, teaching you not only to eat, but to savor and attend to the subtle rhythms of need. Consider the gastrointestinal tract as a network of communication. The vagus nerve is the primary highway, linking gut and brain, carrying messages about fullness, nutrient content, and even emotional state. Neurotransmitters like serotonin are produced in the gut, influencing mood, calmness, and appetite. In this way, the hunger within is also a mediator of mental and emotional balance. Eating is therefore a dialogue, an interplay between body and mind, sensation and awareness. Imagine a forest foraging scene, long before modern kitchens or grocery stores. Your ancestors relied on subtle interoceptive cues to determine hunger, energy levels, and readiness to seek food. A grumble in the stomach, a lightness in the limbs, a faint dizziness, all were signals that directed action. The body remembers these patterns. Evolution has finely tuned this silent system to guide behavior, protect life, and maintain homeostasis. Hunger is not always uniform. You may feel physical emptiness, a gnawing void in the stomach, or a low energy pull across the body. Sometimes, it is more subtle, a quiet longing, a mental anticipation of sustenance. Both forms are valid messages. Both are forms of guidance. Both speak in the quiet poetry of the body. Satiety, too, is nuanced. It is not simply the absence of hunger, but a state of balance. Your brain interprets signals from stretch receptors. In the stomach, nutrient sensors in the small intestine, and hormones circulating in the bloodstream. The result is a sense of completeness, a moment of peace, a gentle invitation to rest. Even minor fluctuations are meaningful. The first sip of water after thirst, the final bite of food before comfort. Your body also uses this hidden sense to regulate energy, metabolism, and survival. When food is scarce, ghrelin signals rise, encouraging foraging, creativity, and persistence. When energy is abundant, leptin signals promote conservation, contentment, and metabolic balance. The system is sophisticated, subtle, and endlessly adaptive. Even now, as you lie quietly, your stomach and brain are in dialogue. Perhaps you feel no acute hunger, yet there is a baseline rhythm, a gentle ebb and flow of signals that prepares you for the day ahead. Interoception ensures that your awareness of need, comfort, and nourishment remains tuned, subtle yet essential. Consider how this hidden sense shapes not only eating but emotion. Hunger can make the world sharper, more pressing. Satiety can make it softer, calmer, and more reflective. Your internal state colors perception, thought, and mood, a continuous conversation between body and mind. Imagine the subtle difference between early morning hunger and the fullness after breakfast. Each state is a different tune, a different rhythm, a different whisper from your internal senses. When you attend, even lightly, you begin to feel the poetry of these signals, the intricate interplay of need and satisfaction, desire and fulfillment. Now, notice the quiet patience in your body's guidance. Hunger does not demand, it suggests. Satiety does not dictate, it informs. Through these whispers, you learn timing, balance, attention, and self-care. You learn to trust the quiet intelligence of your body. Hunger and satiety are also tied to rhythm. The cycles of fasting and feeding, waking and sleeping, activity and rest, all modulate interoceptive signals. The body anticipates, adjusts, and communicates, creating a seamless connection between energy intake, physical activity, and mental awareness. It is a system both delicate and robust, continuous and reliable. As you draw deeper into relaxation, sense the subtle interplay of signals from your gut, stomach, and brain. Notice how they influence posture, attention, and mood. Feel the gentle rhythms of need and satisfaction, guiding not only action, but thought, awareness, and presence. This hidden sense is a guardian of life, a whisper of survival, a poetry holder, then memory itself. And as you lie in quiet awareness, you might begin to wonder, if hunger and satiety guide behavior and perception so intimately, what other silent conversations, the heartbeat, breathing, and internal rhythms shape your experience if only you pause long enough to listen? Time does not only live in clocks, but in you. Your circadian rhythm pulses with light and shadow. Each cell keeps a watch, guiding sleep and wake, hunger and rest. You are a being woven into the fabric of time. Now close your eyes and settle into the gentle rhythm of your breath. Feel the soft rise and fall of your chest, the subtle expansion of your lungs. Now, draw your attention inward, toward the quiet passage of time inside your body. Time is not just measured in clocks, calendars, or watches. It pulses in the chemistry of your cells, in the sway of your hormones, in the subtle shifts of wakefulness and rest. This is your circadian rhythm, a hidden clock that orchestrates the daily flow of your body and mind. It is older than modern timekeeping, older than memory, embedded in every cell. Your brain, in the suprachiasmatic nucleus of the hypothalamus, receives signals from light and darkness, aligning your inner world with the external environment. Yet this rhythm does not reside only in the brain. Every cell, every tissue, every organ carries its own tiny timekeeper, a molecular watch guiding energy, repair, and rest. Imagine the soft glow of dawn. Sunlight reaches your eyes, filtered through the eyelids, triggering photoreceptors that whisper to your internal clock. Melatonin, the sleep hormone, begins to recede. Cortisol, a gentle surge of alertness, rises. Your body is working in harmony with the world, guided by the invisible hands of a clock older than humanity. Your liver, your muscles, even your skin maintain their own schedules. Genes called clock genes oscillate in rhythmic patterns, coordinating metabolism, energy usage, and cellular repair. Your body is a city of clocks, each one precise, each one communicating with others through chemical signals and electrical impulses. You are a being not only in space, but in time, moving with a rhythm that is both personal and universal. Notice how your body feels at different times of the day. Perhaps mornings bring a gentle stiffness, an awareness of limbs stretching into action. Midday may bring energy and focus, the subtle hum of metabolism at its peak. Evening invites relaxation, drowsiness, a softening of muscles and thoughts. These cycles are orchestrated by your internal clocks, guiding behavior, physiology, and awareness with gentle precision. Your circadian rhythm also interacts intimately with hunger and satiety. Signals from the stomach, liver, and pancreas align with these internal rhythms, creating windows of optimal energy intake. Ghrelin rises before meals, leptin signals fullness afterward, all tuned to your body's internal schedule. Even sleep quality, memory, mood, and focus are influenced by this delicate timing, revealing the intricate orchestration of your internal clock. Imagine a day without light, without shadows, without the gentle cues of the sun. Your circadian rhythm would continue, yet gradually drift like a ship untethered from its lighthouse. Without environmental signals, the clock persists, but with subtle misalignment. This demonstrates how deeply time is woven into your biology, a constant partnership between the external world and your internal symphony. Sleep itself is a conversation with time. As night falls, melatonin rises, body temperature drops slightly, heart rate slows, and consciousness drifts. Your internal clock signals the release of repair processes. Neurons consolidate memories, muscles recover, tissues renew. Even without attention, your cells follow schedules encoded over eons, quietly guiding you toward restoration and balance. Notice now the sensation of your body moving through its own rhythms. Perhaps your heartbeat pulses in gentle alignment with the cycles of alertness and rest. Your breathing shifts subtly with activity, with quiet, with sleep. Each organ, each system, moves in synchrony with a clock that is invisible yet undeniable. Your cells are counting seconds, minutes, hours, maintaining a dialogue with one another in chemical language, in electrical rhythm, in molecular harmony. Time is also reflected in mood and cognition. Morning light may bring clarity, focus, and calm attention. Afternoon may carry a dip in energy, a subtle invitation to pause. Evening may inspire reflection, dreaminess, and quiet contemplation. All of this is guided by circadian rhythms, the inner pulse of life itself. Consider how your clock adapts to external shifts. Travel across time zones, stay awake late, rise before dawn. Your body adjusts slowly, like a garden following the sun. Internal clocks resynchronize, re-establishing harmony between external cues and cellular cycles. This flexibility is a testament to the resilience and intelligence embedded in your biology. Your perception of time is also intertwined with your circadian rhythm. Moments of wakefulness may feel expanded or contracted depending on alertness, fatigue, or attention. Even your internal sense of duration, how long a minute feels, how quickly an hour passes, is subtly shaped by the oscillation of hormones, body temperature, and neural activity. Time is therefore not merely external. It is internal, embodied, and experienced through rhythm. Imagine now the slow unfolding of night. The light fades, the air cools, shadows lengthen. Your body receives these cues, and melatonin rises, signaling readiness for rest. Heart rate slows, breathing deepens, muscles release tension. Your internal clocks guide each process, orchestrating sleep with precision and care. Even at a cellular level, time is at work. DNA repair occurs predominantly at night. Protein synthesis peaks, and energy stores are replenished. Mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells, operate in cycles, optimizing efficiency. Your entire physiology flows with temporal harmony, a living demonstration of the quiet intelligence of biological rhythm. Notice also how your clock interacts with social and environmental cues. Meal times, exercise, conversation, and light exposure all feed into the regulation of your internal time. Your body integrates these signals seamlessly, adapting to daily routines, environmental changes, and seasonal shifts. Time, in this sense, is not only a measurement, but a living, breathing network of relationships between you and the world. Your circadian rhythm also teaches patience. It reminds you that activity and rest have their own seasons, that the body cannot be forced beyond its natural cycles. When you move with your internal rhythm, energy flows effortlessly. When you resist it, tension and fatigue accumulate. By listening, by observing, by honoring this hidden clock, you cultivate alignment, balance, and gentle self-care. Imagine the quiet moments of early morning, when the world is still and your body has already begun its internal work. Liver enzymes prepare to process nutrients. Cortisol rises softly to awaken alertness. The brain begins subtle waves of thought. You may not notice these processes consciously, yet they shape the quality of your day, the depth of your sleep, the clarity of your mind. This is the intimate poetry of time, unfolding within you, unnoticed yet essential. Even at rest, your clocks remain vigilant. Sleep cycles continue, moving through stages of deep restorative sleep and dream-laden REM. Neural activity shifts in orchestrated patterns. Memory consolidates, emotions integrate, and the body heals. Time, measured in cellular pulses and hormonal waves, flows relentlessly, gently, with purpose. Now, feel the subtle rhythm of your own body. The heartbeat, the breath, the ebb and flow of alertness. All of it is synchronized with the silent pulse of your circadian rhythm, guiding you without effort, teaching you without words. You are a being in motion through time, your cells counting moments even as you drift closer to sleep. And as your awareness deepens, notice how this internal clock links to other hidden senses. Hunger, thirst, temperature, pain, proprioception, all are informed by the rhythm of your cells, orchestrated in cycles both subtle and profound. Your body is a living symphony of time, a delicate weave of seconds, minutes, and hours, each moment influencing the next dot. And as you drift closer to rest, you may begin to wonder, if every cell carries a clock, measuring cycles of energy, repair, and alertness, what other hidden rhythms, the heartbeat, breath, or internal signals of balance and movement, quietly orchestrate the harmony of your existence, if only you pause long enough to listen? You feel weight not only in muscle, but in marrow. Your bones, your blood, your posture sense Earth's tug. Even without sight, gravity holds you in its quiet embrace. This sense grounds you, a reminder of where you belong. Close your eyes and settle deeper into the surface beneath you. Feel the gentle support, the subtle pressure beneath your body. And now, allow your awareness to drift inward, toward the unseen force that holds you here, gravity. It is invisible, silent, constant, and yet intimately felt by every part of you. It touches not only your feet or your hands, but the marrow of your bones, the flow of your blood, the position of every joint. This is your sense of gravity, a hidden, continuous perception called graviception. It is intertwined with balance, posture, and orientation, forming a quiet framework that keeps you grounded. Even without looking, you know where up and down lie. Your inner ear, vestibular system, muscles, and bones all communicate with each other, translating this force into awareness and stability. Imagine standing barefoot on soft earth. The pressure on your soles, the subtle stretch in your arches, the alignment of ankles, knees, and hips, all register the pull of the planet. It is a gentle tug, an embrace that is constant yet easy to forget. Even lying down, gravity molds the shape of your body against the surface, pressing lightly against the curves of your skin and the contours of your bones. Your vestibular system is the most intimate guide of this hidden sense. Tiny structures in your inner ear, the semicircular canals and otolith organs, detect shifts in position and motion. Crystals suspended in fluid respond to tilt and acceleration, sending electrical signals to your brain about orientation. This system ensures that when you rise, walk, or turn, your balance remains intact, your posture aligned, your movement harmonious. Even your spine participates in this conversation. Intervertebral discs compress and decompress in response to gravity, signaling position and load. Muscles contract subtly to maintain equilibrium, even when you are perfectly still. Your body is constantly negotiating with gravity, adjusting without conscious effort, maintaining stability, and allowing effortless motion. Consider your circulatory system as well. Gravity influences the flow of blood, lymph, and interstitial fluids. Veins contain valves to assist the upward movement of blood from your lower limbs. Baroreceptors in your arteries detect pressure changes and signal the brain to adjust heart rate and vessel diameter. Every heartbeat, every pulse, every subtle shift of fluid is part of your body's dance with gravity. Now, imagine a gentle sway, like a boat rocking softly on water. Your inner ear perceives the change in tilt, sending signals that ripple through muscles and joints. Your brain integrates these cues with vision and proprioception to maintain equilibrium. Even in stillness, gravity communicates, and your body listens, continuously adjusting. Continuously aware. Gravity is not only sensed, but also integrated into movement. Walking, running, lifting, or reaching are all guided by this force. Muscles. Anticipate load. Joints flex and extend in rhythm with weight, and balance is maintained automatically. Your body is a finely tuned instrument, sculpted by evolution to interpret and respond to the constant pull of the earth. Think of a single drop of blood traveling through the body. Gravity subtly influences its journey, shaping circulation, affecting pressure gradients, and guiding the subtle movement within capillaries. Even at the microscopic level, this force is present, creating order, guiding function, and shaping the architecture of life. Notice now the silent roll of bones. Dense, rigid, and strong, they anchor your muscles and joints. The skeleton bears weight, distributes load, and provides feedback about position and pressure. Through mechanoreceptors embedded in bone, your nervous system perceives strain and orientation, integrating with other senses to maintain posture. Every step, every stance, every stretch is informed by this hidden dialogue with gravity. Your awareness of up and down is also intertwined with sight. Even if your eyes are closed, the brain uses memory of visual space, combined with vestibular and proprioceptive input to maintain orientation. This multisensory integration is seamless, effortless, and often unconscious, yet it is essential. For survival, the world is oriented not just externally, but internally, mapped through your senses in constant dialogue with gravity. Even subtle shifts, like leaning to one side or tilting your head, are registered instantly. Crystals in the inner ear move, hair cells bend, signals travel through nerves, and micro-adjustments ripple through muscles. You are never unaware of gravity, yet its presence is soft, like a quiet whisper guiding motion without resistance. Now, imagine lying on your back in a quiet room. Even here, gravity is present. Your weight presses gently into the surface beneath you, compressing tissues, signaling position, and providing a sense of contact and grounding. The body's internal sensors, in skin, joints, and bones, communicate continuously, maintaining awareness without effort or attention. Gravity also shapes your perception of effort and fatigue. Lifting an arm, bending a knee, or standing for long periods engages subtle sensing mechanisms. The brain anticipates load, muscles contract with precision, and energy expenditure is optimized. Your hidden sense of gravity allows this to happen. Automatically, gracefully, elegantly. Even in sleep, gravity is present. Micro-adjustments occur in your body as muscles shift to maintain comfort and avoid pressure sores. Circulation is modulated, joints relax, and the body remains aligned with the Earth's pull. This hidden sense works without your awareness, silently maintaining orientation and stability throughout rest. Consider also the psychological effects. Gravity is grounding, giving a sense of place, anchoring consciousness in the body. Without it, motion feels disorienting, balance falters, and awareness becomes untethered. It is a constant, subtle companion, shaping both body and mind, reminding you of your connection to the earth. Your awareness of gravity also interacts with other hidden senses. Proprioception, the sense of your body in space, works in concert with vestibular input to guide movement. Interoception, awareness of internal organs, is influenced by position and load. Even pain, temperature, and effort perception are modulated by how gravity acts on tissues. This network of sensation forms a continuous, subtle map, guiding action and awareness seamlessly. Imagine slowly rising from a lying position. Muscles engage, blood pressure adjusts, balance recalibrates, and the vestibular system signals orientation. Every nerve, fiber, and receptor participates in this dance, allowing you to move effortlessly despite the constant pull beneath your feet. Even the faintest awareness of pressure and resistance informs each choice, each step, each motion. Notice how standing still can feel like meditation. The body senses load through feet, legs, spine, and core. Micro adjustments keep you upright. Muscles contract subtly, joints shift slightly, and balance is maintained unconsciously. This hidden conversation with gravity is constant, precise, and elegant, shaping experience without effort. Even in imagination, the body registers gravity. Visualizing a jump, a lift, a fall, the nervous system anticipates load, tension, and motion. It rehearses movement, integrating expectation with the known pull of the earth. Your hidden sense of gravity informs not just action, but perception, prediction, and awareness. Now, draw your attention inward once more. Feel the quiet pressure of gravity through your bones, muscles, and joints. Sense the gentle tug in your posture, the subtle guidance in your balance, the soft grounding of awareness in the body. This force is constant, invisible, and deeply familiar, shaping movement, perception, and thought. And as you lie in quiet reflection, notice how this grounding sense links to other hidden senses: heartbeat, breath, balance, and proprioception. Gravity, subtle yet omnipresent, whispers a reminder of stability, connection, and presence. It holds you, guides you, and allows you to inhabit the body with awareness and grace. And as your awareness drifts deeper into calm, you may begin to wonder, if gravity shapes every movement and posture, every flow of blood, every adjustment of balance, what other silent forces, within and around you, quietly orchestrate the rhythm of your existence, if only you pause long enough to feel them? Inside you may lie a trace of magnetoreception. Like birds crossing oceans, you may feel Earth's field. Though faint, research suggests you carry a compass of your own. A subtle orientation, a whisper of direction in the dark. Close your eyes and settle into the gentle rhythm of your breath. Feel the slow rise and fall of your chest, the soft expansion of your belly. And now, draw your awareness inward, toward a sense that is nearly invisible, almost forgotten, a hidden compass within you. It is faint, subtle, and elusive, yet research suggests that, like migratory birds and sea turtles, humans may carry a delicate perception of the Earth's magnetic field. It is called magnetoreception, a whisper of direction embedded deep in your biology. Even as you lie quietly, your body is oriented in space, aligned with the unseen field that surrounds the planet. Your neurons, perhaps in the cryptochrome proteins of the retina or other mysterious structures, may detect these faint cues. The science is still emerging, the evidence subtle, yet the possibility that your body senses the invisible lines of Earth's magnetism is enchanting. Imagine a compass pointing gently inside you, guiding orientation without thought, a quiet partnership between your cells and the planet. Think of birds in flight, crossing continents without landmarks. Their navigation is both instinctual and precise, relying on magnetoreception intertwined with vision, memory, and other senses. Now imagine that a trace of this sense exists in you as well. It is not dramatic. It does not dominate your awareness. It is subtle, hidden, like a current beneath calm water, shaping movement, attention, and perhaps even subconscious perception of direction. Consider the structure of cryptochromes, light-sensitive proteins in the eyes. In birds, these proteins respond to magnetic fields, producing chemical reactions that provide directional information. Humans also carry cryptochromes, though their function is less certain. Perhaps they too provide whispers of orientation, cues woven into vision, attention, or subtle awareness. It is a reminder that the body is not simply a vessel, but an instrument finely attuned to the forces of the world. Even without sight, you carry information about direction in the body. Vestibular systems in the inner ear, proprioception, and subtle feedback from posture integrate with environmental cues. Magnetoreception may be an additional layer, hidden, almost poetic, guiding orientation and spatial perception in ways you do not consciously notice. This sense is a soft anchor, a quiet reminder that you are embedded in a vast, magnetic planet. Imagine walking through a forest at dusk. Your eyes follow the fading light, your ears attune to rustling leaves, your feet respond to uneven ground. Beneath all of this, a hidden compass may guide your awareness, subtly aligning your perception with the Earth's invisible field. It is not forceful. It is gentle, a whisper in the body's symphony of senses. Your nervous system may integrate these faint signals unconsciously. Studies suggest that humans respond in subtle ways to magnetic orientation, even when unaware. Neurons may shift activity, brain waves may adjust, and attention may be subtly guided by the alignment of the magnetic field. This is a hidden sense, quiet and understated, yet potentially profound in its influence on movement, awareness, and perhaps even mood. Consider the metaphor of a sailboat navigating a calm sea. You cannot see the currents beneath the surface, yet the boat moves in response to them. A hidden compass within you may function in a similar way, guiding orientation and spatial intuition without conscious thought. It is part of the quiet intelligence of the body, an ancestral rhythm connecting you to the planet. Even in a city of concrete and neon, this sense may exist. The magnetic field persists, invisible but present. Perhaps your attention subtly shifts, in alignment with the field, affecting posture, movement, or subconscious spatial perception. The evidence is soft, emerging, and intriguing, a hidden dialogue between your cells and the Earth itself. Imagine lying in a quiet room at night. You may feel still, disconnected from navigation or direction, yet the hidden compass may be active, integrating with vestibular input, proprioception, and other interoceptive cues. It is an unseen partner, present in your body's awareness of space, subtly guiding posture, head orientation, and perhaps even subtle shifts in attention. Even the perception of direction in space may carry emotional and cognitive effects. Alignment. With the magnetic field can influence navigation tasks, mood, and attention in experimental settings. The influence is delicate, nearly imperceptible, yet it hints at an additional layer of bodily awareness, one that reaches beyond the five senses. Commonly described, it is a reminder that the body is more than skin and bone, muscle and sinew. It is a sensor attuned to the forces of the world. Consider now the relationship between magnetoreception and other hidden senses. Your sense of balance, guided by the vestibular system, works in concert with proprioception, touch, and even subtle gravity sensing. Magnetoreception may be another layer, a quiet signal informing orientation and awareness. It is like an extra note in a musical chord, subtle yet enriching, harmonizing with the symphony of perception. Even if you cannot consciously feel this compass, its presence is poetic. It suggests that your body is connected to the Earth in ways deeper than sight or touch. It whispers of migration, navigation, and survival across eons, a remnant of ancestral needs and abilities. This hidden sense may link you to the planet, aligning you unconsciously with magnetic north, subtly influencing the dance of movement and attention. Now, bring your awareness to your head, your eyes, and the subtle sensations of orientation. Perhaps you feel no distinct pull, yet the possibility exists that your cells are aligned, quietly sensing direction, producing faint electrical signals, and guiding perception. It is an invisible conversation between biology and environment, delicate, understated, and continuous. Imagine walking in a dense forest, the world around you muted in twilight. Your inner compass may help orient movement, even without conscious awareness of magnetic direction. It is a subtle guidance system, integrated with balance, proprioception, and gravity, shaping motion and perception in seamless coordination. Even small gestures, a turn of the head, a shift of weight, a step forward, may be informed by these hidden signals. Consider also the psychological dimension. Magnetoreception may influence spatial memory, attention, and orientation subtly. It is a reminder that you are not separate from the earth, but woven into its fields and forces. The body, in all its quiet intelligence, is a sensor of this larger world, absorbing subtle cues and responding with grace. Even in stillness, this sense may persist. Lying in darkness, the vestibular system relaxed, muscles soft, breathing slow, your hidden compass may continue to operate. It is a poetic reminder that perception is multi-layered, complex, and rich, extending beyond the obvious. It is a trace of connection between you and the invisible forces that shape life on this planet. Imagine now the faint alignment of your body with the earth. Perhaps you are unaware of it, yet your cells, neurons, and tissues may register orientation, producing subtle shifts in awareness. It is a quiet dialogue, like a river flowing beneath ice, unseen, gentle, and persistent. This hidden sense is part of the poetry of being alive, a subtle echo of navigation, survival, and connection across eons. Now, draw your attention inward again. Feel the subtle whispers of direction, the quiet pulse of the Earth's magnetic field against your biology. Notice the harmony of hidden senses: balance, gravity, proprioception, interoception, all converging with this faint compass. It is a quiet network of perception, orchestrating awareness in ways both subtle and profound. And as you lie in the gentle embrace of stillness, you may begin to wonder. If a hidden compass guides orientation, if subtle cues shape movement and attention, what other unseen senses? Heartbeat, breath, balance, interoception quietly orchestrate your existence, if only you pause long enough to feel them. Your hidden senses are not alone, but in harmony. Balance joins vision, hunger joins smell, time joins touch. They weave together into the fabric of your living experience. You drift into sleep, carried by the quiet orchestra within. Close your eyes and feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Notice the soft rhythm of your breath, the subtle awareness of your heartbeat, the delicate warmth of your skin against the sheets. Now, allow yourself to drift inward, toward the hidden symphony that plays quietly within you. This orchestra is composed of senses both familiar and obscure, all working together in harmony, guiding your experience of being alive. Begin with balance, the quiet pulse that steadies your posture. Your vestibular system, those tiny crystals floating in fluid within the inner ear, whispers constantly, guiding your awareness of tilt, sway, and motion. Even as you lie still, it communicates with your muscles and joints, providing a sense of orientation and grounding. It is the conductor of your physical equilibrium, ensuring that every movement, every gesture is seamless and coordinated. Proprioception joins this orchestra, adding richness and depth. Your muscles and joints send continual feedback about position and tension. Even in darkness, even with eyes closed, you know where your hands rest, where your legs extend. This sense maps the body in space, offering a subtle melody of awareness that intertwines with balance. It allows you to inhabit your body fully, to feel the extension and contraction of limbs, the stretch of your spine, the gentle flex of your fingers. Thermoreception adds a gentle harmony, a layer of warmth and coolness woven through the composition. Your skin senses shifts in temperature, creating soft crescendos of awareness. Warmth envelops like a comforting note. Coolness sharpens attention like a high key in a quiet song. Each sensation of heat or chill speaks to your body's dialogue. With the environment, a reminder of fragility, resilience, and subtle connection. Hunger and satiety contribute their own rhythms, whispering signals from the stomach and brain. Hormones rise and fall, guiding energy, prompting search for nourishment, signaling fullness, shaping the tempo of your interaction with the world. These cues are ancient, a rhythm older than memory, embedded in the cycles of living. They merge seamlessly with the orchestration of the body, ensuring that you move, rest, and eat in harmony with internal needs. Time itself plays a hidden part in the symphony. Circadian rhythms pulse gently through every cell, guiding sleep, alertness, energy, and repair. Your internal clocks are like metronomes, keeping a steady beat, aligning your physiology with the cycles of day and night. Even in stillness, in darkness, your cells maintain schedules, orchestrating repair, metabolism, and neural activity. You are a being in time, a living instrument attuned to rhythms older than memory, synchronized with the passage of light and shadow. Pain and temperature add subtle tension and release. Pain is a messenger, a warning, a gentle note that draws attention to imbalance or injury. It is not only suffering, but also guidance, part of the symphony of survival and awareness. Temperature guides comfort and alertness, shaping experience, and creating contrast, a gentle play of dynamics within your body. Together, these hidden senses craft a layered melody of protection, care, and adaptation. Gravity hums as the bass line, subtle but constant. The pull of the earth anchors your posture, informs movement, and maintains orientation. Even in sleep, gravity presses gently into your bones and muscles, reminding you of connection and grounding. This continuous note, steady and unwavering, supports all other instruments, weaving a quiet harmony beneath the more perceptible layers of sensation. And now, consider magnetoreception, the hidden compass that may reside within you. Though subtle, it hints at orientation and awareness beyond sight and touch. It aligns with vestibular feedback, proprioception, and gravity sensing, creating a spatial awareness that is almost imperceptible. It is the faintest whisper of direction, an ancestral note that connects you to the planet itself. Even if you cannot consciously feel it, it integrates with the rest of the symphony, adding depth and subtlety to your internal awareness. Breath joins gently, like wind in a quiet forest. Your lungs expand and contract, rhythmically moving air through delicate passages. Interoceptors in your chest and diaphragm sense stretch, pressure, and airflow. You may notice the rise and fall of the belly, the coolness of inhaled air, the warmth of exhaled breath. This ongoing rhythm informs the body, guides relaxation, and connects consciousness to the present moment. Heartbeat contributes to the slow, steady drum of life. Each beat moves blood, delivers oxygen, carries messages, and signals presence. Baroreceptors, stretch sensors, and nerve pathways integrate this rhythm into awareness, subtly influencing balance, energy, and focus. Even in sleep, the heart maintains cadence, weaving its pulse into the orchestra of senses. A constant reminder of vitality. Your senses, both hidden and familiar, are not separate but interconnected. Proprioception responds to balance. Gravity influences circulation and posture. Time guides metabolism and repair. Each signal interacts with the others, forming a multidimensional map of experience. Even what you see, hear, and feel externally is interpreted through this internal orchestra, filtered, harmonized, and integrated. You inhabit the world through this complex, elegant symphony. Imagine lying in stillness, the lights dim, your body softening into the surface beneath you. Each sense contributes its quiet note: the pull of gravity, the rise of breath, the pulse of blood, the rhythm of hunger and satiety, the gentle awareness of time, and the whispers of orientation. They weave together seamlessly, forming a living tapestry of sensation. You are not merely a body with separate senses. You are a symphony, a network of perception, a conscious organism immersed in harmony with itself. Notice how repetition strengthens. Rhythm, balance, breath, heartbeat, gravity. These persistent patterns allow stability and coherence. Temperature, pain, and hunger add variation, contrast, and nuance. The combination creates a dynamic but gentle flow, a living composition that adapts, repairs, and sustains. It is a dance between constancy and change, a melody of life itself. Even in moments of calm or darkness, the symphony persists. Your cells continue repair. Your internal clocks tick, and sensory feedback subtly adjusts posture, circulation, and tension. It is continuous, invisible, yet profoundly intimate, a reminder that life is orchestrated at every level, from molecular rhythms to conscious experience. As you sink deeper into this awareness, imagine the interplay of these hidden senses guiding you toward rest. The vestibular system cradles balance, proprioception maps the body, gravity anchors you, and interoceptive rhythms, heartbeat, breath, and hunger, create gentle pulses of awareness. Time weaves them together, guiding repair and regeneration. Even the faint compass of magnetoreception contributes a quiet sense of orientation, a subtle thread linking body to planet. Your body is alive in complexity, yet effortless in its integration. Every sense, every rhythm, every pulse works in harmony, like instruments in a symphony. Even without attention, they coordinate, producing an experience of wholeness, stability, and continuity. This symphony is a reminder that life is both intricate and gentle, and that awareness can deepen by simply noticing. By breathing, by feeling. Now, feel the harmony of senses merging with the quiet rhythm of night. Breath slows, heartbeat softens, muscles relax, and awareness drifts. Every hidden sense, gravity, balance, proprioception, thermoreception, hunger, interoception, circadian rhythm, and perhaps even magnetoreception, contributes its gentle note. They blend seamlessly, guiding you into sleep, supporting regeneration, and maintaining alignment. And as you drift closer to rest, you may notice that the symphony is never truly silent. It continues even as consciousness fades, a network of sensation, rhythm, and subtle perception that carries you through sleep. It is a reminder that you are a living, sensing being, woven into forces both internal and external, a symphony of hidden senses that never stops playing, even as the world grows quiet around you. And in this gentle merging of awareness and rest, you may wonder if every sense, both hidden and familiar, contributes to the harmony of experience. What new layers of awareness might you discover when you pause long enough to truly listen, to inhabit the subtle music within as consciousness drifts toward the dreamscape beyond? As our journey through the hidden human senses comes to a gentle close, take a moment to notice your body once more. Feel the quiet rhythms that have been guiding you all along, the subtle pull of gravity, the pulse of your heartbeat, the rise and fall of your breath. Even the senses you may never have noticed before, the hidden compass, the sense of internal temperature, the quiet signals of hunger and fullness, continue their gentle orchestration. You are a living symphony, a network of awareness, quietly aligned with the world around you, even as you rest. Allow this awareness to settle softly, to flow through you like a calm current, carrying you towards stillness and restorative sleep. Every sensation, every pulse, every whisper of your hidden senses is a reminder of the extraordinary body you inhabit. If this journey brought you calm or sparked curiosity, please like the video, share it with someone who might enjoy exploring the wonders of the body, and leave a comment telling us which hidden sense fascinated you the most. And for more meditative science explorations, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, so you'll never miss our next gentle adventure into the mysteries of life, perception, and the universe. As you drift deeper into rest, let your mind and body float in the quiet orchestra of hidden senses, allowing the world to fade softly around you, while the gentle rhythm within guides you to stillness, peace, and sleep. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for taking this quiet journey into the wonders of your own body. Until our next exploration, rest well, breathe deeply, and let the symphony of your senses carry you gently into the night.